So previously I made a video about how to be a man and I got really awesome review about that. I will put the link in the I button so you can check it out later. I spent most of my life constantly worrying about stuff. Now fast forward to today and it's extremely unlikely that I worry about anything. And when I do, it usually lasts about 20 to 30 seconds until I catch myself and stop. And cultivating that has made my life literally 100 times better. So I think if you are looking for ways to stop worrying and stressing, you already understand the benefits and you are at the right place. But just to give you a very short summary, you can actually start having time to enjoy life, you won't be constantly miserable and you won't be destroying your very health, and I think that sounds pretty good. Today I am going to talk about 4 of my favorite ideas from another great book, Dale Carnegie's How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. So the first big idea is ask yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen? Honestly, what is the worst thing that can happen to you today? I remember the first year in college constantly worrying about my grades. What was I going to do if I got a B plus instead of an A? Well, surely my life would be over and I would never achieve anything in life. Like that was seriously the thought process going through my 20-year-old head. Now fast forward 5 years later, I was cleaning my room a few days ago and I found my diploma, that damn diploma for which I was really getting worried about. I was cleaning my room and I found it in a dusty place in my house. I haven't opened the box in which my diploma was lying and will never even end up opening it for the rest of my life. That is a perfect example of what your brain does to you. It starts to freak out with uncertainty. If you don't clearly define the worst thing, your brain will find a way to equate you getting a B plus to you completely ruining and destroying your life. But in reality, the worst thing is never really that bad. I have basically no experience speaking in front of large crowds, so if I give a speech right now, it would probably suck. I might have a stage fright, I might be awkward, but I would never ever refuse to do it. Why? Because what's the worst thing that can happen? It's not that the whole world is going to make fun of me, it's not that the people are going to try to kill me wherever I go after my speech. No, the world doesn't work that way. So let me give you another example. Our washing machine broke down yesterday. Now if I wasn't conscious of my worrying, I would have gotten super pissed off, right? That's the normal reaction to it. Like, I've never seen anyone saying, oh, the washing machine broke down, that's great, no big deal. No, that is supposed to piss you off. Now you will never have clean clothes again. Look, I spent the first 10 years of my life washing my clothes with my hands, with some shitty detergent, so what's the worst thing that can happen? That I have to wash a couple of shirts just with some detergent for a few days until the washing machine gets fixed again. Or that I can't wear my favorite shirts, so now I have to pick from the 20 other awesome shirts that I have in my wardrobe. I mean, it is so ridiculous. Ask yourself, always ask yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen in any damn scenario? Clearly define the worst outcome and you will soon start to realize how ridiculous most of your worries are, which actually leads us to my next favorite point, the absurdity of it all. So I have a friend who is constantly worried about everything, and he called me and he started to tell me about all the stuff that he is stressed out and worried about. And I said, okay, look, just stop. Carnegie tells a story of a guy in World War II who is stuck in a submarine and basically knows that he will be dying in the next few hours. And he sits there thinking about all his life and all the stuff that he used to worry about at home, about how absurd it was, and he makes a promise to never waste his life again like that if he survives. Now that might be hard to resonate with, that might be hard to swallow as well, but let me give you a more modern day example. People are having their heads chopped off every single day. Believe me, every single day. The only reason it's not you is because you were born in a certain place and they weren't. That's it. There is no other exception to this rule. Now, going back to my friend, I told him, look, here's what I want you to do. Every day, you will start your morning by watching somebody's head being chopped off. and then you will go about the rest of the day. And he started freaking out about how he can't do that and how he doesn't like blood and whatever. Now, here's the thing. I know that's really gross and morbid, but I don't care. If you are worried about stupid shit all the time, you have a disease. So you either treat yourself or never ask about how you can stop worrying again. If you start your day by watching someone else have their head chopped off, nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, could possibly happen to you for the rest of the day that could get you pissed off. Yes, when you have seen someone's head chopped off, you will have a weird feeling inside you as soon as you start to complain about how you deserve to be paid more at your job, or what you are going to do now since you got a B+ instead of an A, or how your washing machine is broken. You'll realize that if that guy had been given a chance to live, a single damn chance to live, and wear that same dirty t-shirt for the rest of his life without ever being able to wash it, he would have been the happiest man alive. Realize the absurdity of it all. The third big idea is staying busy. Now, I don't mean that the average busy person. Actually, those are the people who worry the most. The guy who works 8 hours a day and then comes home and watches Netflix all night, worrying about whether some girl can marry some another guy, or about the foreigners who will come and take his job, because he is the only one entitled to that job. I'm not talking about that kind of busy. Here's how I like to stay busy. Read a book that I like, go to the gym with my friends, play around on the piano and compose, cook amazing food, work on a project I'm passionate about. Now here's what happens when you do that. Your brain can't think of two things at the same time. It just doesn't have that capability. You can try right now if you want. You can't think of your broken washing machine and think of how much you love playing soccer at the same time. It's not how your brain functions. So the best way to get rid of the negative thoughts in your head is to actually start putting some positive thoughts in there. It's that simple. Get busy with that what you love, and your brain simply won't even have the time to worry. And finally, a question that really resonated with me. Here's what you are going to do in your life. You are going to work and worry your entire life so you can gather a bunch of stuff like your house and all that stupid shit in it. Now, if you are lucky and after 40 years of all that worry and stress, all your stuff might be worth $1 million. Here's the question. Would you sell your legs for $1 million? Let me ask you this. Would you sell your legs for $1 billion? I wouldn't, and probably you also won't. Would you sell your arms for another $1 billion? No, there you go. You already have something that you value at $2 billion. Actually, hopefully more. Now here's what you are going to do. You are going to ignore and not utilize something worth $2 billion because you are too busy worrying and stressing about the things that might amount to $1 million. And that also at the end of your life. Oh, and you will be considered really lucky if that happens, by the way. Alright, I don't know if you are seeing how crazy that is, but that's kind of like having a huge mansion, a personal jet, every single car you ever wished for, and not using and enjoying those things because you are too worried about one day being able to buy a Corolla. That is crazy, dude, and sad as well. You already have everything that you value at billions and billions of dollars. So stop ignoring, wasting, and treating it like shit for hours and hours and again, so you can worry and bitch about how your phone bill went from $100 to over $20. If you like this video, do not forget to give this video a like, and do not forget to hit that red glowing subscribe button. AlphaMindset signing out.